game every day until I reach 500 elo. I am currently rated 430. So we get white again, and I'm going to start London moves. And my opponent is rated 446. Okay, so try to get the usual moves out and as much development as possible, and it makes for a good rest of the game. Often I can become in trouble, and because of my development, I get out of it, or at least stop any kind of really massive losing. So we will get. We can't push that pawn at the moment, and I can get this knight out. Then I can push that pawn, and they may be trying, maybe they'll bring their queen up or something, and maybe it's something they're trying to get an easy win. So if I chose to attack that bishop, I could. Oh, I meant to move this pawn first. I'm getting all messed up. So if I move that and then they take, then I could take my queen. I should have actually had that underway already. I was going on to do it so that I can move that knight without being pinned. So we will see what they do. They're going to do that and go like this. This knight can come out now, and this bishop can get out. And then we can start thinking of castling. And this bishop here is going to have to be removed. We will probably move our knight somewhere so that we can remove it. But my bishop has to be out first. So the moves aren't exactly becoming how I normally would do them. But that's fine. Now, instead of taking that pawn, do I consider pushing this pawn? Miss that. They took my bishop, and I should have actually moved him back here because I I do that from time to time. I just lose track of things, I guess. I don't know what to say. So now if I put my knight out here, I'm attacking that, I guess, and I also want to get castled. We have to watch any kind of other piece moving over on the king side here because he's got a little bit happening. And takes me, I guess I should have actually taken that pawn. Now he has a open file here. And I should have possibly considered going on the queen side castling, and shall find out. So go here. If I go there with my knight, I will be attacking this, and the queen is obviously defending it, and I do have to develop my pieces though. Queen is looking at, stop, put that down there, and let's look at, if I take that, he takes back with his queen, and then his queen is right there. I don't really like that. And I obviously have gotten myself into a little bit of a mess. Down a bishop, and we have to find out if we can try to stabilize and get material back. I can obviously bring my knight up here next and attack his queen, but then do I want his queen moving somewhere that's even more dangerous for me? This isn't a square of option. The knight's there. Okay. And we takes that knight, and we will now obviously have to take back. So now I have two pieces on this. One of the only thing he has on it is his queen. So that might become a little bit of an issue. So if I end up taking that pawn, I can consider something else. After that, I can obviously try to take that if it was protected. That is protecting it now. So it's protected twice, attacked twice. And if I was to push this pawn, then what could he do? He could take, and then I would take with my knight. He would take his knight, and then I would take with my bishop. So, because this has 1, 2 defense and 2 attackers, so this would be a third attacker. And I have 2 pieces on this as well, so he has 1 piece on that, a pawn. And my queen, we can't forget that the queens will be looking at each other if all these pawns and everything are removed. That is going to be another thing to consider. So he has taken that, which means I have to take back. So if I take back with the knight, I'm attacking his queen. And his queen can't just take that, so that does cause a problem. So we'll take that with the knight. If I took it with the bishop, then I'm not attacking his queen. His queen is protecting that, and that knight is kind of protected by the queen and protected by the pawn. So let's see. I'm still down 3, so I'm down the bishop. So if I take, then he doesn't have anything to take it back with. And then that is protected by the queen. But obviously, if he takes that right now, I can't just take it back because the queen would be just taken by his queen. This pawn advancing would be good, so we'll see if I'm able to. He's probably possibly going to just take that. I will attack his knight, and his pawns will stay like that right now. Or I can even just take that knight right off. And but do I want to do that when I'm down material? No, I do not. But now I'm down even more material. So technically, that knight, if it moves, then I take. Well, I don't take his queen because I don't want to exchange queens when I'm down material. So if my queen comes here, the knight takes it, but it has to move at the moment. And once that moves, then we can see this is undeveloped, all these pieces. And I am looking at trying to get my rook over to where the queen is eventually. So if when he moves his knight, I have to consider, I obviously don't want to exchange queens, but if I can take some things off the board on his side and get material back, that would be ideal. Because I'm looking at this pawn right now, which is undefended, and I'd be looking at that rook, which is also undefended at the moment. So, this with my bishop, so we can see what happens with anything here. And I can obviously get my rooks on this file here. That would be so fantastic. Okay, so he goes there. So now the queens are looking at each other. So if I take that and he decides to do queens, which I don't want to do because I'm down material, and am I just going to let him get that file? And must be something I can do. Take that. His rook is under attack. He takes my queen. My rook gets that file. And then it's his move. So really want to try to figure this out good. I put my queen right here right now. Then I got both my bishop and queen looking at that, and my queen can consider some things over there. So I'm thinking putting my queen behind my bishop would be good. If he goes there to attack it, then he's also attacking my bishop So I will have to move into a square where it will be protected. Okay. So, which he did. I take that. No, that's not. Okay, so if his knight is right now attacking my queen, he'd be putting me in check. So that is absolutely horrible. And the only way to protect my bishop is to move the queen here. Oh, I just put it on that square. I can't believe it. Oh, I can't believe I've just done that. Oh, okay. I just gotta breathe because I know he's gonna. I just blew my queen. Let's just see. He didn't take it. Okay. Oh, wow. I didn't lose my queen. Okay, so let's just get a little bit of a try to calm down from that. Okay. So I didn't end up, I put my queen here and I didn't look at this pawn and they didn't take my queen and I'm very lucky. So if he pushes again, then I obviously take with my bishop. And then if he takes me, then I take back my queen. Okay, so he's got that file more than I do. Oh, so I want to get my rook over here, attacking his queen, and then we have to get, say he moves it. See, this bishop is stopping this rook from being into anything. His rooks are not connected. The king is protecting that rook on this side, and so is the queen. But if I put my rook here, then that will cause a problem. So if I bring my rook over here, attacking that rook, and oh, wait a minute. So he does that. They just take it, but what just happened? He took my bishop. So now if I take, I lose my queen. Okay, it's really getting even better, isn't it? If I know the, okay, that's being attacked. If I put my rook up here, I'm attacking his knight, and my pawn is defending that rook at the moment. So if I am able to double the rooks, that seems like one of my best chances because this bishop is blocking this rook and his queen isn't even on there. So hopefully there's a way here for me to get some sort of back because he's up +7 and I've I almost lost my queen, which I didn't. They didn't take it. They didn't notice it, and I'm very lucky. So there is chances sometimes that the person is not going to notice that they can just win. I do that all the time. I don't notice that, oh, I can just take that piece for nothing. All right, so take the highlights off the pink square. So he is looking down here, but if I put my rook here, then that is going to cause him problem here, I think. Because right now he doesn't have more than his rook on that right now. And I have my two rooks looking here. If he moves that bishop, okay, he's moving the queen over, but that means I can take the queen. No, I can't. I'm in a pin. Okay, so if I take that and put him in check, what does he have to stop that? He can't take it back. He can't put anything in front. So I'm gonna go check. Oh, checkmate. Okay. Well, thanks very much for watching. That was a really I pulled one out of my you know what, that game. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.